Hey Mark, it's Doug. I'm sorry this took me so long to get to, but a few months ago you'd asked me to do a quick, if I could do a quick video of sort of my demonstration of why I think OARR is just not ready for prime time. It's just too clunky. So I have just as a demonstration, two quick posters, because posters were easy and quick for me, that I wanted to upload. So not publications, but posters. And so here's what happens when I do. I'm going to upload this one poster I presented at a medical conference. This has been a few years. Part of my work deals with insomnia, and so I presented at a sleep conference. And so I type the meeting name, Associated Societies for Sleep Medicine, and nothing happens. I can't even go on to the next thing. And the problem, of course, is that it doesn't actually want me to just type in the meeting. I have to find it from a drop-down menu. And Mark, this is just too many. Look, these aren't even in alphabetical order. They're not even in numerical order. And so if we really open this up and advertise for people to upload stuff, my God, there is no way they're going to take the time to scroll through all these things, right, to try to find their meeting. And then I know I could email the moderator to find my Sleep Society's meeting. The reality, Mark, is I've already done that. I did that back like about a year ago to Janine, and it never got added, or at least it's not there now when I want to upload it to show you. So that's the first barrier, is this drop-down menu for the meeting name is just not realistic. Particularly once we get hundreds of other meetings. So I didn't even get to the rest of this down here. So let me quick get out of this, and now I'm going to upload this other poster. This was a poster that a bunch of students and I did for the Raising Our Voices. So, okay, this should work a little bit easier for this first one, Raising Our Voices. And yep, there it is. So that was easy. So no problem there. The meeting location was virtual. The meeting date, thank you, is already there. Enter the poster session, which is the poster identifier. I have no idea what that means. The poster identifier has to get entered here, but then also here. We didn't have poster sessions for that conference. Not all conferences do. So I don't know what to put here. I'm just going to type vaping. And the reason is this is a poster about vaping where we did this. My students and I teach in an applied anthropology department, and so we frequently collaborate with local entities. So this was for a course called Anthropology in Public Health. We collaborated with the local health department to do a project on using anthropology to understand vaping and vaping risk behaviors that young people do. So I just want to point out that this is a little bit incoherent in that this asks me for the poster session, but then here it says enter the identifier, but then here it also asks for a poster identifier. So there were no sessions, so I'm just going to write vaping. And the identifier, I have no idea what that means, but I'm also going to write vaping. The presentation date, I have no idea what the actual date was. I know the conference started around here, so that's probably accurate within a week or so. The vaping title, it's already there because I just did this. I can enter the abstract, that's no problem. I'll do that later. The license is the next thing, Mark. OARR offers 4 different licenses. Please select the license I would like to assign to my content. I don't know what these are. I I have no idea. And neither, do I have time to research what the differences between these things are. It says that I can look at the frequently asked questions. Where's that? I don't see a frequently asked questions on this page. I'm just scrolling through it. And okay, here is a frequently asked questions. I guess I could look here. Oh Lord, if I've just got 5 minutes, I have to scroll through here and try to find out the license. So that's a barrier. I mean, my gosh, there is no way. I actually don't even see anything about licenses yet. Submitting content. I still haven't found licenses yet. So, okay, that was my question, was how many people are going to take the time to learn about the licenses on the FAQ page? And now I can't even find it on the FAQ page. So I think this is another big barrier. Oh, it just deleted my stuff, didn't it? Oh, so now I have to go back. Raising, okay, there it is. And it saved those things, okay. So I don't know what license it is, and neither is there a description of what the difference is here. So I have no idea. I'm just going to choose the first one. I don't know if it's that or not, right? I just think if people only have 5 minutes to submit, they're only going to choose one. And now here's another barrier. This is a medical anthropology class project, a course in public health. That usually falls under cultural anthropology, but it's also applied anthropology. Applied anthropology includes, archaeology, people who do, I mean, you know this, people who do contract work, right? Applied anthropology also encompasses linguistics. There's applied linguistic anthropology, people who work on language archives. But this applied anthropology project is cultural anthropology. Well, what the hell do I choose? It's both. I feel like I voiced this 2 years ago at my first publishing Publishing Futures committee meeting, and it's still there. This is a false choice that is kind of incoherent to the reality of the field. So I'm going to put cultural anthropology, but the reality is it's very much an applied kind of project. Okay, so this was a project, taxonomy tags. This was a project about vaping that sought to understand why do kids vape, particularly vape THC. Vaping marijuana products are illegal in Texas, where I am. And so the project sought to understand, people know that this is a risky activity. There was a 15-year-old kid in Dallas who died from EVALI, that vaping-related lung injury disease that you heard a lot about. And so the project was, people know that it's risky, that vaping THC products is a risky endeavor, and yet they do it anyway. And so this project sought to understand why, like what is the decision making that influences why kids are vaping black market THCs, right? Okay, so my taxonomy is vaping. It also has to do with nicotine, because nicotine is included. It's about THC, and it's about risk. Oops, I don't need a period there. So these are my taxonomy tags, right? The discovery of my work. If I need keyword searches, these are the keyword terms that describe that work the best, right? Okay, and I guess I'm gonna scroll down and hit submit, supplemental files, funders. Yeah, I don't have that. Click submit. Well, here's a problem. I click submit and, oh, whoops, this was my fault. I can just submit any date here. Okay, well, I get sent back here and it says you can't choose more than one item, but there's only one item listed here. So, okay, gives me this red kind of error message, but maybe it's not really an error message. So I'll scroll down here This field is required, my taxonomy tags. Well, I entered taxonomy tags. It's a project about vaping, nicotine, THC, and risk. It says enter keywords to describe your work, and that's what I did. But it doesn't like them. So I'm going to click submit again, and it still sends me back here. That looks like an error message. Whether or not it is or not, I don't know. Because it looks, actually no, it doesn't. This one has an exclamation point on it. So I'm guessing that there's something wrong here, okay? It doesn't like these keywords, even though it asked me to enter the keywords. So maybe nicotine is a keyword. I get it that vaping is a little bit new. Is nicotine a keyword? Nope. So I can't enter just vaping. I can't. Oh, I see it gives me options here. So then I have to pigeonhole my paper into one of these options? But that doesn't make sense. That way this never evolves according to the actual, like what the discipline actually is, right? So I know that there is a lot of literature on risk. Oh, and sure enough, so risk is an acceptable keyword, but I want to add vaping because that is a keyword and that's what this project is really about. And it doesn't let me do it. So anyway, Mark, these are some of the problems. This is just, it's just too clunky. I mean, in both occasions, I've tried it. I tried, you know, I went in this with I really wanted to upload these, but there are just too many barriers and mental incoherences, right, to do this. So both times I have given up and just decided it's just not worth it. All right, thanks for listening.